For a while, I went through a cigar smoking women period. Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Subliteral Network. I make art and comics, and thanks for watching. Remember to hit like and subscribe and to leave your feedback in the comments. I post art daily, 5 days a week on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and this is a roundup of some of that work, in case you missed it, with a little more detailed description added. You can read my Una the Cave Bunny comics free at radiocomics.com, and my one-shot called Searchers is now available at burningstarcomics.net. Visit my Patreon page if you'd like to support my work. There's a growing gallery of art and comics for you to see and enjoy. All these links are in my description and bio, so please watch till the end so you don't miss anything. I was kind of fooling around with some ideas to make a coloring book. Not for adults, but just kind of for grown-ups, or people who can just more complicated looking pieces for the more sophisticated coloring enthusiasts. This detail is from kind of a page crowded full of Amazons that I drew. They've all got armor and they've all got different kinds of swords and helmets and stuff like that. But what I did was I focused on this one place because it was kind of one of my favorite parts of the drawing. I never got too far on the coloring book idea, but I did a bunch of drawings, and some of them I really liked. But all of them have something kind of special and different about them. When I first started using Procreate to color art, I picked various Sharpie and ink drawings that I had done and saved aside and started practicing with Procreate. For a while, I got really interested in the style of John Howard, who was pretty famous for his erotic comics in various magazines. I mean, his stuff is not for the timid, and I wouldn't recommend it for most people. But I just thought that he was really doing something and drawing in such a way that was just so expressive, and he really has a great deal of skill. And even his stories were interesting and had kind of nice little turnarounds and unexpected endings. So this drawing itself looks a little bit like John Howard's work. And one of the things I was doing at the time was making these female military commanders, and they all had cigars. And for a while, almost every woman I was drawing had a giant lit cigar hanging out of her mouth. Even then, I wasn't thinking so much about the symbolism, but it was there. But I still like the influence of John Howard's work kind of filtered through my own interpretation. It's a little different than how I usually draw characters, and I found that I was really getting different results, kind of different feelings of story, and people drawn in atypical positions, poses, and situations. This is a Sharpie sketch of Lois Payne from Wally Wood's parody of Superman called Super Duper Man, published by EC Comics, I think way back in the 50s, was it? Anyhow, Wally Wood is well known for just drawing gorgeous babes in his comic strips, throughout the years. And Lois Payne was no exception. She was changed from kind of being an intrepid reporter just to kind of being a vain, selfish woman who had every guy in the office at her beck and call. And frankly, Wally Wood really went to town. He just made her as glamorous and kind of tough as possible. She had the cigarette going. She had like the tight, shiny skirt on. So I can't find a copy of the craft paper piece of art that I did that I sold on eBay. And so I have little pieces of it here and there that I use for thumbnails and stuff, but I really should just draw Lois Payne again. I used to do art streams on Picarto, which was a streaming service sort of designed especially for artists. Picarto was fun. I had a huge problem kind of getting an audience, so I would just fill up my own chat with my own comments and stuff, which was kind of fun because I would drop just kind of tips, hints, information, and stuff like that in it. So this was one of the paintings that I did on Picarto live to an audience, and I mean, it was fun, but mostly what happened to me was I ended up following and participating in other people's art streams. I check in with Picardo every once in a while because I do still follow some of the artists there, and I like to see what they do and get into their chat once in a while. But I haven't gone there for many months, and this picture reminded me of how much I missed going over there, and maybe I should just pick it up again and start going on Picardo again. I'd like to thank you, my subscribers, and especially my new subscribers. I'm very happy you enjoy hearing something more about the work that I'm doing, and I hope the videos are entertaining, and I really hope you can come back for more. I'd like to thank you, my subscribers, and especially my new subscribers. I'm very happy you enjoy hearing something more about the work that I'm doing, and I hope the videos are entertaining, and I really hope you can come back for more.